workers are the most important people in this dispute. Mark Carone is a member of Teamsters Local 213, and he's a worker, long-term worker at IKEA, and he's going to talk a little bit about the IKEA culture.
First off, I just want to say that I never thought I'd actually be here today, standing in a situation that we're locked out from our employer. I never thought 6 years ago we'd be here either. You know, what I do think about is I think about the first day that I started working here at IKEA and how excited I was. You know, you looked at this company and their values. Oh my God, I could so identify with them. And I thought, this is a company I'm proud and happy to work for. You know, I look at Ingvar Kamprad. IKEA stands for Ingvar Kamprad Gunjard, which is where he's from in Sweden. Now, Ingvar Kamprad's story is an amazing story, and it inspires me to my core, even today. And my question to IKEA is, what would Ingvar Kamprad do? If he saw all these people out here today, the many, we're here to create a better everyday life for the many.
We are the many!
We are the many! Okay? Well, we have 350 people who work in this building. 30 of them crossed the line. You know, call them whatever you want, but they are still co-workers. The fact is, we are the many. Do the math. Who's the many? We are the many. Okay, the math is simple. We are the many. So we need to listen to the message of what IKEA stands for. And we're here to create that better everyday life for the many. Now, when we talk about what we're doing for the province as a whole, it's true. So it's not just the many, it's the many of the middle class of British Columbia. It's not just the many of the IKEA co-workers, it's the many citizens and workers of this province. That we can't allow these big companies with deep pockets to treat their people this way. Especially in my opinion, when you take a look at the culture, it's all about taking care of the people. Ingvar Kamprad has 9 points. The second one is IKEA spirit. And I'm proud to be part of the spirit I see out here today and on this picket line. Because we are the many! Okay? We are the many! And IKEA needs to hear this. Okay? This is not about profit. Remember, IKEA is a non-profit organization, and they're the most profitable non-profit organization on the globe. Okay? So we're not even a company. We are not even a corporation. My own personal belief calls it the Americanization and corporatization of IKEA. We are counting numbers. I am 410527. I am worth $343 per worked hour. That's who I am now. I'm not Mark. I'm not just a co-worker. Because if I don't like it, guess what? Hit the pavement. Just like every one of you. But you know what? The many chose to hit the pavement. Because we are the many. Get it through. Now also, if you think about it, in Ingvar Kamprad's 9 points, he talks about profit gives us resources. Take a look around you today, people. Look at what they are using the profit for. They're hiring these security guards to intimidate us. Okay? And we are the many, right? We are the many! They're hiring and putting up these fences so the customers can't see what's going on. They're lying. They are saying we are on strike, we are locked out. People, don't let it fool you. This is corporate America behaving in a socialistic Swedish environment, which is no longer what I signed up for 20 years ago, almost 21 years ago. So remember, this is what they're now using their profit for. They didn't use their profit to negotiate. They're not using their profit for the people. They're paying high-paid lawyers to fight stupid fights. And they are losing very, very often. You need to know this. It's a smoke and mirrors game, my friends. And remember, in creating the better everyday life for the many, and who's the many? We're the many, that's right. But remember, point number 6 Ingvar Kamprad has is a different way. And we must find a different way, because the other point is responsibility is a privilege. Take responsibility, IKEA. Step up. Pull down these fences and start negotiating. Find a different way. Use your profit to give you the resources you want. not what you're doing to the people. And remember, Ingvar's 9 point, I love it. Most things remain to be done, a glorious future. And I have to believe that when we stand strong and we go through what we go through, our environment will change in such a way that we will get what we need. So I thank you all, and I'm humbled to be here, to be able to share what I truly believe in, which is the values of IKEA, because this is what built this building. And I want you all to know that this is the first store in North America. This store is the backbone that made all the profit that created North America as well. There are people here who have been here for 20, 30 years who have been part of that growth for this continent. And this is the way we get thanked. Just remember, who's the many? We are the many. So we are creating a better everyday life for the many, not just us, but for every British Columbian who works out there, who is middle class. And remember, most things do remain to be done. It is a glorious future. Stand strong, and I'm proud to be one. Thank you.